Hi, everyone. So one part of liability that we're going to talk about today, and this really came about because of COVID and the farm safety planning, it doesn't matter if it's a farm or a business. Every single business in New York State needs to have a safety plan. And in your binder, you should actually have it's called the New York Forward Business Reopening Safety Plan Template. So basically, what New York came out with was we need to have documentations for safety measures that we are taking at our place of business. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it was a farm or a grocery store, a small mom and pop. Every single business in New York State needed to create this New York Forward Business Safety Plan. This will help mitigate some of the legal liabilities for your business. And then, you know, this is going to be something that we're going to need for the future going forward, and also for legal standards of care. So we say, well, why do we need to do this? And if everybody sees, we have two different, we have a couple different pictures on this page here. We have one from the Wall Street Journal, which is stopping a lawsuit epidemic. There's been a lot of conversation about who is responsible, who is liable if somebody gets sick at your place of business, whether it's an employee, somebody coming on your place, if it is somebody that is like the UPS driver, where have they been? If it's somebody that you're inviting onto your place of business, so we need to look at that as a problem. And then also, what is your responsibility? So worker safety was a 100% priority, obviously, as well as any invitees on our farm. And because agriculture as a whole was considered a necessity, or during the COVID crisis that we're continuing through, you know, we are an essential business. So we needed to be very, very specific and careful when we talked about how we were reopening and the liability that we could potentially be sharing. So if we don't have this, our business risks could be, and there's a litany of them, but fines and penalties from the state and federal agencies, such as the Department of Labor, the Department of Health, OSHA, et cetera, et cetera. So you have, you know, state and federal agencies that are looking at this, lawsuits from your customers, lawsuits from vendors if you didn't have your New York Forward plan in place, or if you start a business now, you need to have that in place, or others who may have been in contact with your business. You could have lawsuits from your employees stating that they were not feeling safe at your place of business. So your claims might include direct harm because you weren't providing PPE or anything for your employees to minimize or mitigate any work exposure. Management neglect. So if somebody came to you and said that somebody wasn't wearing their mask, or somebody wasn't washing their hands, or something, you know, having any type of management neglect or safe enforcing. It's really about your business risk. COVID is, as everybody has seen, whether it's our governor looking to make sure that our citizens are protected. We want to make sure that you're protected on your farm from the ground up. So failure to provide anything PPE related, or having a New York Forward safety reopening plan, could actually jeopardize your business. So we want to make sure that you mitigate any type of risk associated with COVID. So as I had said, there is a safety plan template in your binder. And I'm actually going to stop sharing this.
What is PPE?
That is your personal protective gear, like your masks, hand sanitizer, that type of stuff.
Oh, okay.
So to find all of that information, there's a few different places that you can go. One is you can go to the agworkforce.cals.cornell.edu. You can go to that website, and under it, there is a New York Forward Business Safety Plan support for farms. If you click on that, that will bring you to a step-by-step video on how to access those documents. And so we're going to show that right now, and hopefully we won't have any issues.
If you are watching this video, you have found your way to the landing page at the Cornell Cooperative Extension Ag Workforce Development website. You will see the first thing listed is information regarding industry-specific webinars as to how to use this plan. Feel free to check back for recordings of these webinars if you are unable to make the times listed below. As you continue to scroll, you will see there is a narrative explaining the purpose of these safety plans in addition to the 3 categories that must be included in every safety plan: people, place, and process. As you continue to scroll down, you will see 2 subcategories of blank templates and consideration and examples for your plan. In order to open the blank templates, you can click any of the 3 links. We have provided the blank template in the Adobe PDF format as well as Microsoft Word. To open Adobe PDF, click on the link and you will be directed to Box. Box is Cornell's online cloud sharing platform where we have housed these documents so you can have access to them at any time. From here, you will be able to download this document. If you see the download button in the upper right-hand corner, click it. And then you will see the document appear in the lower left-hand corner. Once it's downloaded, I can click it and it will open in a new window. From here, I am able to fill in my business's relevant information. Once I have completed my farm safety template, I can right-click and hit Save As to save my document wherever it makes sense on my computer. It's important to save these documents as they must be available should they be requested by the state, by anyone visiting your farm, or by employees. Now, if we return to the Ag Workforce Development website page, we can also open the Microsoft Word template by clicking the link. Again, you will be directed to Box, our cloud sharing platform where we have housed these documents. From here, you can complete the same process. Download the document using the button in the upper right-hand corner, then clicking the document once it's downloaded in the lower left-hand corner. This will open a new Word document. From here, it's important to note that in order to fill out this document, you will need to hit Enable Editing. This will allow you to make the changes. Similarly to the PDF, if I click below any of the fillable sections, I will be able to type my farm business's information. Again, don't forget, once you're finished, to hit the Save button. Once you have returned to the Ag Workforce Development website, you can now move on to downloading the considerations and examples for your plan documents. It's important to note there are 2 documents listed here. The first is the Farm Production Agriculture document. We recommend all farms complete this. The second is a retail sales module. These are special considerations for those farms that interact directly with the public or have direct retail sales. Very similarly to the way we opened the blank templates, there is a PDF version or a Word version. If I click the link, I am again directed to Box, our online cloud sharing platform where we have housed these documents. Then I will see the examples and considerations document. A couple important notes about this document. First is that red text in this document indicates discussion and helpful resources prepared by Cornell Cooperative Extension experts. The second is that text in the gray boxes includes examples and suggestions for you to consider as you prepare your own safety plan. These line up with the example templates that we provided to you in the previous subsection. So as I scroll down, you will see it looks very similar to the template. We recommend when completing your farm safety plan to have our considerations and examples open. So as you work through each section, you can read through any red text that might have special considerations, or use any blue hyperlinks that may lead you to additional resources that would be helpful in completing the plan. So you can see here that they follow a very similar format. And as stated before, the blue hyperlinks will take you to a new web page with whatever resource that is. In addition, in the examples and considerations document on the left-hand side, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you will see a list of additional hyperlinks and resources. We felt that these were useful in completing the plan or having around in order to help train employees, complete protocols, or train managers. Finally, we would like to show you the additional resources on the Ag Workforce Development website. Once I have downloaded my blank template, downloaded my considerations and examples, worked through my plan, I may find that I need additional key references or supporting documents. Here we have the key references that we utilized in order to make our considerations and examples or recommendations. In addition, we have all of the hyperlink references from our considerations and examples document for easy access later on. You may find that you complete the plan, but then in a couple months from now, need to reference these materials. We will continue to update them to the best of our abilities. This has been a guide as to how to utilize Cornell Cooperative Extension's New York Forward Business Safety Plan supporting documents.
So in the chat box, I did also type in the Ag Workforce Development website, so you can grab that link as well. Keep that handy. Anytime you have a question, whether it comes to anything legal or work issues, just take a look at that link because they are always putting up new information on that webpage. So always have that handy. So that's what I have for this part, and I think it's about time for everyone to take a break.